What's up, y'all? My name is Drease, aka Misscurvesandcurls, and I'm here for another edition of Wett Conversationz. I have my boy here. You supposed to introduce yourself. Don't be shy.
I'm just a regular dude.
You ain't got no name, no IGs, no Facebook where people go find you.
They know who I am.
Okay, they know. That's good enough for me. Y'all know who he is. Set it up or leave it dry. Okay, so basically what I do is I give you a scenario, right? And you gotta let me know. You gotta let me know if you would wet it up or leave it dry.
Okay.
So when we say wet it up, is you gonna smash or you gonna pass?
Okay.
Essentially, one I always get with people: you get to her house and there's roaches everywhere. You gonna wet it up or leave it dry?
She dry.
She's super dry. Like what? What if it's like just the tiny roaches? She live in an apartment, so
everybody done been in the roach situation. You done came from if you done lived in a project, whatever. In the hood, if you from the hood, you done seen a roach or two in your lifetime.
I mean, I lived in the hood once and I ain't had roaches.
But if it's unnecessary,
I mean, what if you don't see the roaches at first? Like, you go into her apartment, like, y'all hot and ready, and then one crawl across her counter. What you gonna do?
I mean, I ain't gonna flip the script, but at the same old time, like, shit, I got to see what's going on with her. Is she clean?
I
If
mean,
she ain't clean, then, hey, we
got
a problem.
I'm just gonna assume that if you got roaches, she ain't the cleanest person.
That too.
So you're gonna leave it dry. Oh, next one. I always get wet with this one. You go, you ready, you hot and ready, you go to her house, and it's just a bunch of, you know what porcelain dolls are? It's a bunch of porcelain dolls all over her bed, all over the room.
I'm scared. I'm scared. I mean,
You ain't just gonna push the dolls over on to the floor or something and then? No, you can't. Why not? Not dogs. Dolls.
No,
Them little creep. See, Troy, you a little bit creepy though, and just a little bit.
Like
so
they watching.
yeah, I mean them kind that like I don't even like them baby dolls when they lean back, and they open their eyes and stuff like that.
If I see a picture that look funny, that don't look right to me, you gotta take it down.
Okay, so last one, wet it up or leave it dry. You get to old girl house, and she got a shrine of one of her exes that done passed. I mean pictures, flowers, the whole memorial scene.
Ain't nothing wrong with that, but
I mean like a full shrine, like it's over her fireplace. It's a ginormous picture of this man with angel wings on his back. Flowers all, rest in peace to my baby.
I mean,
all of that good stuff.
Over time, yeah, it'll be a sanctuary somewhere for her, yeah. I ain't got no problem with that.
My homegirl said they still fucking in the afterlife.
Hey, yeah.
I'm dead. I'm sorry. So, can you tell me a little bit about you? Like, where you from?
I mean, I'm from Winter Haven.
You from the Haven? So you was born at that hospital that everybody was born at.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, graduated from Lake Region.
How you? Oh yeah, okay. You Winter Haven, Lake Region. That makes sense. Y'all had like a shitty school. I'm just gonna throw that out there.
Shit.
Y'all was shitty. Sports teams was garbage. Y'all just had a new school. That was it.
Everybody wanted to go there.
Who?
Everybody.
I would never want to go there.
Everybody.
No, I highly doubt that. Not everybody. I'm not everybody. Like, I was born in Winter Haven, raised in Davenport and Lake Alfred, and I went to Ridge and Urbandale. So, I ain't never wanted to go to Lake Region. Hell, I didn't even want to go to Urbandale. Go Bloodhounds.
Ridge ain't no different from Lake Region.
Yeah, it is.
It was a new school.
It was a new school, but they was fire though.
Everybody wanted to go there.
But they was fire though. That's the difference. Y'all teams was trash. I'm sorry. Let me stop.
But I mean, hey, it is what it is. They know where the parties was at. Who, yeah.
Lake Region? What? I feel like that. I'm just in. That's probably one of the lamest schools in Polk County outside of like Lake Gibson.
See.
I'm taking shots at everybody.
That college, she ain't never had a semester, a couple classes, been on the campus or nothing.
I have.
Huh?
I played sports. I used to always be on Lake Region.
But you ain't get the experience.
Yeah. I would go to Winter Haven, and that's our rival before I would go to Lake Region. It's sad out here in these streets for these boys.
The decisions we make.
Nah, I have a question. Are those contacts or is your real eye color?
My real eyes.
Who got like eyes in your family?
Pretty much most of the people on my mama's side, basically.
Oh, that's what's up. Your mama mixed with anything, or is just like y'all just black?
Indian.
That makes sense. Like ooh, or like red dot Indian. That's offensive. I'm sorry, that was racist.
No.
My dog said Indian. All of my Indian folks who out there, we don't mean that. It's just, it is what it is. Okay, so last topic that we had when Wett was here, which Wett had a family emergency, so that's why he's not with us right now. Send prayers for my dog. Did you see where Monique was saying that women shouldn't wear bonnets in public?
Yeah.
How do you feel about that?
I mean, it depends.
On?
The time of the day, what you're doing, and all that there. Now, if you just got it on your head and you look like you just came up out of the bed with your nightgown on and all that there, no, you need to go you get yourself together.
But like, what if it's like, see, for me, like I told
around the house, that's cool.
Well, no, we saying out in public. Like, if I was I personally,
get your hair done.
Everybody can afford to get their hair done.
Well, you got to do something. Hey,
what if they trying to protect their hair?
If he ain't gonna get your hair done, then
who is he?
Whoever letting you walk out of the house like that.
I'm dead. He said whoever. So my thing is, the only time I wear bonnets in public is if I'm going on an airplane. Because for two reasons. One, I don't want people breathing on my hair, and I mean that with everything in my soul. It's just because your hair grab on the stuff. I don't like people breathing on my hair, which I know that sounds crazy because anywhere I go, people breathing on your hair, but with an airplane, it's just so close and you right on top of each other and stuff. And then I just feel like there's a lot of people that be on the plane that carry lice. People. And I just don't feel comfortable with putting my head up against the seat rest. But when we was here last time, it was a lady going into the liquor store. And she looked like she just hopped out of bed. She had a bonnet on. She had on a house coat. She looked, and it was just like, I turned to Wett and I was like, I bet you she pick up her kids from school like that. Your mama ever picked you up from school like that?
No.
Never been I ever try me like that.
No. Appearance is everything.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
Personality is everything.
Appearance is a part of it. Because if you go and get a job, can you go in them folks' place looking any kind of way?
It depends on the job.
Mm-mm.
I really feel like it depends on the job. Like, okay, so how do you expect a stripper to go to a job interview?
I mean, I ain't never, to be honest with you, I've never put in an application.
Would you put in an application to be a stripper?
No, I used to.
You used to strip? Tell me about it, please. I'm intrigued.
But, I mean, it's still appearance, because if you ain't, you have to look the part where you going, what you going for.
See, you know what your mistake was? You told me that you used to be a stripper, so now I'm about to pry. You know that, right? I need all the tea. Because it's like, for female strippers, it's a little bit different versus males. I know one male stripper, and he told me something. I just need you to verify this information for me. Mm-hmm. Okay? He told me that a lot of male strippers put rubber bands or bands on I'm going to say ding-a-ling because we on Facebook, to keep it hard. Is that true? Have you ever put a rubber band on your ding-a-ling to keep it hard? He thinking entirely too hard. The answer is yes. No, y'all do that for real? No, seriously.
I mean, some have. that I don't work with, that's what they, have or whatever.
So you do that when your ding-a-ling small?
Different shit you can use, huh?
You do that when your ding-a-ling small, or?
I don't know. I can only speak for me.
I'm saying though, because I've only been to one male review, and I just feel like everybody had a sock in they what do you call it? Loincloths, thongs.
I don't know what they wear, cause I don't wear that.
Well, what do you wear when you strip?
I mean, I have my own look.
What's your own look?
My own look. I don't do the whole quote unquote stereotypical male look. I don't wear the thongs and all that there now.
Why not? They be wanting to see them booty cheeks too.
They'll see it cause it come off, but at the same time.
So you ain't never put on the thong to strip?
Yeah.
You never. Okay, so if you was to go back to stripping and the requirements was you had to wear a thong, you ain't gonna do it?
I wouldn't do it.
Look, I said I was gonna pry. So on a good night, how much would you make as a stripper?
I mean, it depends.
It's a good night. It's a real good night. Just give me like a ballpark number.
I done made anywhere between $1,000 and $1,500 a night.
Well, that's good money. You have to pay taxes on that.
Depending on where you at.
Cause I might go into the stripping store.
Depending on where you at. When I went to Kansas City,
Oh, you was out of state
we
stripping.
paid taxes.
Was you a black Chippendale? See, some of y'all might not be old enough to know what a black
I was
Chippendale
a
is.
group. We was doing the Magic Mike
Situation.
Yeah.
So y'all used to do choreography and all of that good stuff. So you can dance, like dance, or you just know how to do that thing like swing and ding up and down. Have you ever gone into a space and there were other males in there to actually see?
I done did parties where it done been males in the vicinity.
I mean, but they're to watch. They ain't like in the same way I'm there to watch. They there to watch. You wouldn't dance if that situation arose. Well, what if you didn't know you was on stage? All of a sudden, old boy popped up,
different.
and he trying to put a one in your thong. What you gonna do? Wait, you know what thong?
That's different if I don't know.
No, what was your stripper name?
Somebody said it. It's on there.
Candyman.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
That's kind of crazy. Why Candyman? That just don't seem like it fit. You seem
You
like
heard
a
the song?
The old school one.
Yeah.
Oh Lord, that makes sense then, I guess.
That would name
But you seem like a Splackavelli to me or something like that. Little red, like. You don't think so? Have you ever had a female attack you while you was on stage? Like just they doing entirely too much attack you.
Yeah, many times.
And what do? You don't do like Kevin Gates
I
and
ain't
kick
rude.
nobody, but like what
I
you
ain't
do?
rude, but I let them know, chill out. You gotta chill.
I doubt it. They be drunk and they be dingling, swinging all over. Would you consider coming up with your own group of strippers and taking them? Because that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to come up with a group of strippers and take them out of state, let them dance, and take my cut.
I thought about it, but
What's stopping you? You're Mr. Candyman, apparently.
Yeah, but I mean, at the end of the day, I already done tried that one time before. A lot of them that's call themselves stripping now, I already done talked with all of them.
Locally or like?
Locally and out of the area.
How old are you? You don't mind me asking?
I'm 37.
So maybe you can teach me how to get people into the stripping game. Cause I can't be a stripper.
I mean,
My knees and shoulders is bad.
it's money in it. Trust and believe, it's money in it. It's just a lot of people that do it. Just like I said, I done talked to a lot of strippers.
What is it rude to say strippers, or would you say exotic dancers or entertainers?
No, it's a difference. Strippers, they shake their ass or shake their meat and just take their clothes off. An entertainer is gonna entertain the crowd.
I mean,
They're
ain't
gonna
that
make you want to come back and follow them for the next show.
okay?
Because that's how you build your fan base. I mean, at the end of the day, anybody can go up and twirl and take their clothes off, but at the same old time, is you giving me something to come back and spend more money with you. to want to see you again.
Okay, so question from the people: what made you stop stripping? Have you stopped stripping? Are you stripping on the low? You doing private?
I have. I stopped for like 3 years. I stopped 3 years ago, and really I stopped cause it was kind of really it. I don't know. I just felt like I wanted to try something else.
Did that work out for you? Whatever the something else was.
It is, but at the same old time, I still miss the money.
That's the only thing you miss. You don't miss your fans. You don't miss getting on the stage and gyrating your body for folks.
I miss all of that. But I got kids. I got high schoolers, and
they'll see that.
You know, so it ain't necessarily them seeing it, because they know what I used to do. I don't hide nothing from my kids.
That's what's up.
But at the same time, it's like, and I done had people trying to get me back into it. That's why I'm slowly.
You considering jumping back on the stage? Do you do pole dancing and stuff too? None of that? You just...
I just do my thing.
What's that? You got to go in. I've never seen one of your shows, so you got to tell me what that's like.
I entertain the crowd. I entertain the crowd.
You can do a handstand. You can do a handstand. Can you show me? Can you show me, please?
I'm gonna put something together coming up.
I want to see right now.
I'm gonna put something together coming up soon.
Okay, make sure I get the first ticket, cause I'm gonna be right up front like this. Look it.
But it gonna be pretty much, if you ain't got a ticket, you can't come.
So are you doing this like small and private, or are you trying to pack the house?
I mean, however many tickets is sold,
that's what
when
you
it's
would
time,
say.
That's what it gonna be.
A lot of people, apparently, you have fans. No, for real, you have fans. So I'm pretty sure you would pack out the house. So would you do a solo show? Or would you bring in some of your old friends that you used to dance with? Have them pop that stuff for people? You know what I'm saying?
I mean, to be honest with you, when I stopped dancing, I really got out of the scene. So I haven't dealt with anybody since then.
You can't reach out to them? Like, hey, bro, I'm about to put on one last Candyman show.
It's a couple of them that I can probably reach out to, but at the same time, like, you know, they doing their thing. And if they're available when they come around, then yeah, for sure.
Can you do a split? You can do a split. I'm scared, Shane. So did you do a lot of your shows in Polk County, or?
I started out in Polk County.
Where was there to dance in Polk County?
I mean, I mostly all the shows that I did was private parties.
Oh, so you was making money.
Yeah, birthdays, you know, bridal parties.
Okay, so if somebody wanted to book you now, how much would it cost, and how would they get in contact with you? Let me get my pen.
I mean, now that I done started, I'm waiting on the confirmation for one for next month. That'll be the first.
You heard that, ladies? Next one.
That's the first one that I'm supposed to be booked. But starting out in Polk County is $300.
$300 for a prop.
deposit that lock in your date, time, and everything. And then once I arrive, I collect the remaining.
Okay. And then whatever you get in tips.
Yeah.
You heard the man, the prices and stuff like that. So make sure you get with him ASAP, because he about to be booked and busy apparently. Like.
And I tell everybody, I don't even think about it until I receive a deposit.
So it's not on his mind until he get his money on his mind. How do you keep your body in shape? Like, do you eat a certain way to?
I wish I did.
Keep that stripper body, or are you just naturally just like this, just swole?
It's really the work that I do. I'm in the sun all day, so I really don't even go to the gym. I was going to the gym when I was dancing on the road. I ain't had no choice.
Have you ever lifted anybody up in the air then like and accidentally drop them? I've seen that happen. That's why I asked.
No, I ain't had one of those situations.
Dog had to knock on wood. I mean, you're older now, so you know you might get up there and try. Your knee might go wide. You know what I'm saying?
No, I kind of know what I can and can't do.
So you know your limitations at this point.
Oh yeah.
If you can give any advice to anybody, or male or female, that is wanting to get into dancing, what would you tell them?
What would I tell them?
Yeah, any advice that you would give them?
I don't know. Well, take the craft seriously. It's a job at the end of the day. You're making money. Invest in it. If you don't invest in yourself, how you gonna make more money?
Okay, and then for the female side of it, because I mean, you know, it's a little different being a female entertainer, dancer, stripper, whatever you want to call them, versus being a male one, because then you have that whole, like, I know y'all have your whole body imaging and stuff like that, but a lot of the times these girls are like going there to get their bodies done to satisfy. Would you suggest that they do that? Because you know me, I'm real small, but I go dance if I have to.
I mean, it ain't necessarily needed, because hell, you got people out there that like what they like. Shit, I done been in pretty much damn near every strip club around here, and
You ever danced
all
at
of them
showgirls?
they ain't fixed up, they ain't, you know, they ain't had surgery or none of that. So, and they still make good money. It's just all in how you carry yourself and how you take what you're doing. If you taking it serious, you're gonna make money. You're gonna be able to grow and do other things
From the
outside of that. Oh yeah.
I'm gonna ask, have you ever kept it unprofessional and gone in the back room and let me slide you $300 and we're gonna take care of this real quick? Have you ever done that or seen that done? Is that like actually active in the strip club? Well, for men,
I didn't. It happened.
have
It
you
definitely
ever done
happened, but no, I can't say I have. And the reason why is because when I started, I got with a guy from Tampa. He was also a dancer. And he basically kind of showed me the ropes of what's going on and, you know what I'm saying, how to go about moving. And he told me straight up, he was like, you can make money and be professional about it, get your money, and you know what I'm saying, you can take this shit wherever you want to take it, or you could just be a dancer that doing it for the women. I always kept it professional.
Oh, okay. You said do it for the women. I got confused.
Yeah,
I was like, well,
woman,
aren't you dancing for the women anyway? Like,
but just like I say, that come back to when I said women, to me, women worse than men when it come down to that.
to the back room.
When it come down to the whole stripping period, when they go to a party,
The right amount, they're gonna do whatever you say.
the liquor and everything, women get worse than men. But it's kind of it's double standard, and I understand it because they enjoying themselves. They're around people that they can have fun with and enjoy themselves and all that there. But sometimes it get a little out of hand. Yeah.
Have you ever dated a stripper? Like a female stripper?
Mm-mm.
Would you?
I don't know. Probably not now. Maybe in my younger days, I probably would have tried it, because then we could have ran business. We could have been tag team or some shit.
Big facts. See, you would look at it as more, but what if she wasn't, like, you, at first, you thought she was one of them professionals, but, like, what if you found out later that she was on that back room type stuff?
Shit, I'm single.
That sound like a plan to me. I'm just saying. Have you ever been in a situation where it turned into, like, you know how some female strippers have that stalker type situation. Have you ever had that happen to you? Like you go in your car and the bitch, hey, like, you know, I'm your biggest fan, you know.
No, I ain't had that situation.
What would you do in that situation? Like on some real creepy type shit. Like, you know, remember in Players Club? When, what's her name? Diamond?
Yeah.
Lisa Ray, when he was like on some stock. Like, what would you do if a woman did that to you? I be tripping him up with these questions.
That's a good question.
Yeah.
I don't know. I have to make sure she all right first. You good? Your brain working right? You all right?
But women are very persistent. So, like, if she like, I'm not like, no, for real, like, come on, like, because you can't be forceful with her because you're a man. So it's just like.
Well, me, I ain't deal with that anyway, cause I normally slip out the door.
You just scrape up your money and hit the back door.
I'm-
What if she at the back door waiting for you because you like, oh, this nigga, he done got off stage. Let me go in.
I normally have security with me.
You need security as well. I can understand for like people trying to rob you as far as guys go, but to keep females off you, I'd be surprised. You can tell I'm very naive to the stripper shit, huh?
If I'm in another area, anytime I go somewhere though, I always have somebody with me, just for the if.
Just
factor,
in case.
you know.
Just you got a lot of fans though, and that means you've really been working. How long did you strip, dance, entertain? What do you want me to say? Entertain? You seem like an entertainer to me. It was the backwards handstand. See, I thought he did a forward handstand. This nigga went backwards.
I did it for about, I'm gonna say about 7, 8 years.
You should have just made it to your 10-year mark, and then do one big final show.
Yeah, I might do it for 2 years and go on.
No, you got to start all the way over. Now you quit. You got to start back at square one. You at year 1, so you got a whole 10 other years to do.
Nah, I'll probably do it for a couple years. I ain't gonna do it that long. That's why right now everybody that been asking me about doing parties and if I'm dancing again, that's their time now. If they don't get it while it's going on now, hey, you have to find you another one.
No, I'm like really curious though. Like, how did you like? I know I asked you this, but like, how did you like get into stripping? Like did you start when you was in? Well, you said you 37, so you started when you was what, 30? So you can't say it was get through college. Like you just woke up one day and was like, I want to be a stripper.
Actually, I did it just because I used to work out a lot. Like, go running, cardio, really. But people used to tell me that I need to try it, yeah.
So where did you start? Like, do you remember your first party, where it was?
The first party I did was with the guy from Tampa that I was telling you about. That he took me under his wing. He went, well, they ain't gonna know who he is, but he went by the name Teddy Bear. And
was he big?
I did my first party with him. I didn't even know I was gonna be dancing that night. I thought I was supposed to be going and just checking out the scene because I wanted to see
what it was like.
What went on, and you know what I'm saying, what really went on. And I happened to be the opening act for him.
It was like, by the way, go get on stage.
Yeah. Pretty.
Was you like dressed for the occasion, or like what? Did you have to like think on the fly?
I had some stuff with me because they
you
told
wanted
me,
to dance. You came prepared.
No, he told me to come prepared. So I did. And that's what it was. I went out there, did everything.
She had. Have you ever danced at Chocolate City in Wachula?
And who?
Wachula.
If I did it, I'm been some years ago.
Yeah, like I'm gonna be straight up honest because she's here. She can confirm this. Chocolate City was this huge. The club was a decent sized club, and she had this area, like this back room area, and her hair salon was next door. And me and my brothers was supposed to be in that back room minding our business, sleep, like sure it's supposed to be sleep. But my brothers convinced me to get up and leave out the back room. And it was strippers everywhere. That was the first time I had ever seen a female stripper. Like, I tell people that and they be like, really? I'm like, yeah. And them women were beautiful to me. Like, I respect the naked hustle, like on a whole nother level. I love strippers. I was just in a strip club a couple of nights ago in Houston. They girls was like,
how much money you throw?
a lot. So usually when I go to the strip club, it's some dude there and they be like, here go $200 or $300. I'm gonna peel off like 100, put that in my purse and then give it to them. Cause I mean, they gave it to me, so it's up to me to do what I want with it. If you worth it, then you gonna get it. So we gonna wrap this up in a little bit. Again, how much it is to book you for the people that missed it.
If you inside of Polk County, it's $300. Outside of Polk County, it go up.
So will you travel for parties? Cause I have people that's like in Charlotte.
Wherever the money at, that's where I'm going.
Wow. So if you do fly out, let's just say for instance, I want you to come to Houston and do a private party for me, right? Do I have to pay for your room, board, and the deposit, or like will you find your own way there and pray that you're gonna make all your money back?
Everything gonna be in the price.
You sound expensive. Well, you should be because you did a backwards
You
handstand.
pay for what you get.
But okay, so would you bring a team with you?
I could.
Would that be hard? Look at me planning us a next party.
I mean,
I'm trying to bring this man out of retirement.
I just like I said, I got a couple people I can get on the phone with.
If you gonna make that happen, you gonna make some shit. My dog, he's literally gonna make some shit shake, and we're not just talking about his penis. What if I wanted to do like a theme party? Like I need you to come dressed like an Indian. You gonna do it? Like I mean, I want you to have feathers covering up your.
I done did a few of those
theme parties.
Yeah.
See, now you got me really curious. I wish I would have caught one of your shows. When you coming out of retirement? Would you even say that you in retirement?
I can't say.
I'm coming out of retirement.
If I'm booking now,
you ain't in retirement.
Yeah.
Out of retirement.
Yeah.
So
coming back like MJ.
No, but he's dead though.
No,
he's not coming back.
I'm talking about the other MJ, 23.
Oh, okay, Michael Jordan. Well, he shouldn't come back. No. My last question, I'm gonna leave you alone about this whole stripper situation. How would you say being a dancer, stripper, entertainer affected your relationships?
Careful, brother, looking.
Hey. If they ain't strong, it's gonna be a lot of problems.
That is a very vague answer.
I mean, it caused problems though.
I mean, trust me, I know.
I mean, if you dating, whatever you want to categorize it as, they gonna feel some type of way because they gonna always have that thought in their brain. Oh, they doing this, they doing that. Blah, blah, blah. But at the end of the day, if you're about business and you doing what you paid to do and you doing your job and that's all it is, it shouldn't be an issue.
And it's funny that you say that.
And I ain't mean to cut you off, but a lot of females that I've been with, I took them to my shows.
And they were still jealous?
It got that way.
See, I completely understand. Somebody who's in the club scene and I model as well. Like, I was talking to somebody, and every time I went out of state, he broke up with me. Because I would, like, the whole being a promoter, the whole being a model, the whole... I wasn't a stripper. I'm just a promoter. And I have my own entertainment business, MCC Entertainment. And every time he would see me pictured with a guy, he'd be like, okay, concentrate on you. And I can show you the text messages as proof. And the most recent incident, which I was just like, yeah, I ain't got time for this no more. I was in Houston, so this was, Saturday? And I ran into Slim Thug. Took a picture with, you know who Slim Thug is, right? Mm-hmm. Took a picture with Slim Thug, and you know that man said, y'all look cute together, we done. And I was like, you know what? Say less, we done. I don't got time for this no more. Like, you don't realize, like, how insecure people are until you're in a field where it requires you to entertain people.
Yeah.
And, like, I explained to a lot of people, like, Mayla could probably understand. You got to be that female that every girl want to be and the female that every guy want to be with. That don't necessarily mean, which the same thing applies to an exotic dancer or a stripper. You want to be that man that every female want to be with and every guy want to be. And people get intimidated by that. And it's just like, you need to grow up. And the even crazier part about it is, he a promoter too. So for me, it was like, bruh, the fact that you are constantly accusing me, I was with Slim Thug. I had 0 chances of doing anything with this man. It made me feel like you're accusing me of doing stuff that you're actually doing when I'm really not doing it. I goes home and lay down and go to sleep. Like that. So the entertainment business, period, whether you're a stripper, a promoter, a rapper, a singer, it's just always that insecure person. And you would think that if, like, that's why I asked, would you date another stripper, it would be an understanding, but it's still not.
Yeah. But I always told everybody, all my clients or whatever you want to call them, my job is sell a fantasy. As long as you go home and you give it to them. Go home and give it to them. That's my job.
Just don't accidentally say my name.
Send you home and hey.
But again, my name is Drease, aka Miss Curves and Curls. You can follow me on Instagram, Facebook. All of it's the same, Miss Curves and Curls. If you want to see more exclusive things behind the scenes at parties that we go to, follow me on Snap. I'm not about to drop that information on this live. You just have to go find it. That's all I can tell you. It has been a pleasure interviewing you today, Mr. Exotic, Mr. Candyman. Candyman. You say his name 3 times in the mirror. Let's see what happened. And again, I will see y'all every 3rd Wednesday, every 1st Friday. Today we are at Genesis for Sexy Sundress Edition. Best believe I got on my sexy sundress, legs out, they lotion, they shiny, they glistening, they ready. Shout out to Miss Boss Lady ENT, Miss Mayla, and like I said, keep our boy Wett in your prayers and his family. I'm pretty sure everything's okay. He's laughing at this right now. I know he is. See y'all.